Uh, uh, how's it going, everyone? Equinox here, and today we're gonna talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Oh, this movie's a doozy. So this movie starts with Janet Van Dyne, um, as not as it okay, it starts off with Janet Van Dyne in the quantum realm, and in comes in uh Kang. Sorry, I keep forgetting his name. It's funny because I have it right in front of me. I have the cast list in front of me. Pops in because he's been and it skips. Okay, now Scott is doing a voiceover type thing, and it is kind of cringy. But hey, we go with it. Um, he gets coffee, and so the owner thinks he's Spider Man instead of Ant Man. So gives it. It's really weird. He gives it to him for free. Um, and it's just weird. Now, it shows a scene with Now Scott. Turns out that the voiceover isn't just Scott walking around and whatnot. It is him reading his book that he wrote to a bunch of kids at a bookstore. I always see that in movies and shows, but I don't. Does that ever actually happen in real life? Anyway, he gets a call from San Francisco jail. Why is jail calling Scott? Turns out Cassie has gone to jail. Um, which is funny, but also, holy fuck, girl, why are you doing shit that gets you put in jail? Um, to be fair, this is also America, so she may not have done anything wrong realistically. Um, and we do find out she was part of a peaceful protest that the police tear gassed. Oh, yeah. Okay. Like I said, this is America. She probably didn't do anything wrong. She didn't. The worst part is she's white. Usually it's not white people who get tear gassed. No, that's not the worst part. That's the funny part. And actually, it's hilarious. Usually white people aren't, and this time it is. Which, I mean, hey. To be fair, the reason for that is because it had to do with the homeless, and of course, as we know, America hates the homeless. Um, Software update on my phone. Um, which it fucking sucks. Like in this case, it's because of the blip, right? It's not their fault. In reality, here it's usually because school costs money and people end up in a lot of debt. And sometimes they can't find jobs fast enough and get paid fast enough to pay off those debts and end up homeless. Um, right. Like, and then the ones who don't end up homeless, they take that kind of shit for granted. Like, it's easy, just get a job. It's not that easy. Um, some people get laid off, can't pay for the mortgage, rent, whatever. They get booted, and they're homeless. And the problem is, you can't get a job if you're homeless. You can't get a home if you don't have a job. So the moment they lose that job and they get kicked out and they get evicted for not being able to pay, they're now in a loop. And no, you can't use a homeless shelter's address. Uh, I know this because I know of a guy. I don't know the guy personally, who had like a really like high degree type thing, but he couldn't get a job in that field. He was homeless because of his because of his degree. It it costs a lot of money. And he couldn't get a job to pay off the loans for his degree because he was homeless. So he lost his home because he couldn't pay because he didn't have a job, and then that on top of the school loans and whatnot made him homeless, obviously. But because he was homeless, he couldn't get a job, and so it's a cycle. Um, anyway, so Scott is lecturing Cassie on how she shouldn't do this and that, and it's like, bro, oh, interesting. The original Cassie had a recast. It was originally Emma Furman who played Cassie, but now it's Catherine Newton. I was wondering about that while I was watching. I was like, wait, that doesn't look right. Well, that's Avengers Endgame. Who? Abby Ryder Fortson is the original one, but that's a kid. So yeah, that wouldn't make sense 5 years later. Oh, cool. Anyway, Scott's giving her a lecture on how she needs to be responsible with the powers, and whatnot. They go home. They're having dinner. Very much abusing pin particles. Um, to make dinner small to carry and then big. It anyway. Scott gets upset that everyone's hiding the fact that Cassie has been to jail multiple times, twice now. Which, yeah, he's her dad. He's gonna be upset. So they decide, you know what? We'll show him what she's been doing. She created a quantum satellite. Um, and it is sending a signal down into the quantum realm, which takes the info and then bounces it back up. When Janet finds this out, she flips out. Uh, and it's like, wait, why are you flipping out? What the fuck are you hiding? Um, oh, okay. Anyway, and she's like, turn it off. She manages to unplug it, but it is too late. That signal went to the place she didn't want it to go, and it pulls everything in the room, including the people. So Hank, Janet, Cassie, um, Hope, and Scott into the quantum realm, way, way deep. Now we find out that the reason she was afraid of going down there is because the Conqueror is down there, and he was set exiled there, and he's also mad at her because she technically betrayed him after helping him fix his ship. When she saw into his mind and saw that he was, ooh, scary man's person thing, she took the core and blew it up. Uh, Made it really, really big type thing. Anyway, um, who the fuck is Ruben? Oh, the donut shop owner. I have the cast list open. Um, Sorry, thirsty. Um, everyone's like, okay, what the fuck, right? Now Scott and Cassie meet a bunch of they meet the people of the quantum realm, like the proper I forget what they're called. What the place is called, sorry. The quantum realm. Yeah, it doesn't say the name. Anyway, the quantum realm, it's led by Jintora. That's where I was going with this. Now, there's also a dude who I really need to um Veb Quaz is a telepath. He's like, "Oh, yeah, no, nope, they're not hiding anything. They're being honest, they have no idea what the fuck is going on." And then you have Zolom, who is some type of creature with a laser head. Anyway, it's interesting because in order for them to understand the people down in the quantum realm, they have to drink red ooze that is made from Veb, which is funny as fuck. Also, Veb is obsessed with holes. Anyway, so because of them showing up there, they get attacked. The freedom fighters get attacked by Kang's mecha warrior thingies. Anyway, Scott and Cassie get captured, taken to Kang. Kang threatens them both, says, "I'm gonna kill your daughter," to Scott, "if you don't help me get my core back." He gives up. He's like, "Okay, I'll help you," right? Because like, hey yo, like, it's like, hey yo, man, like that's his daughter, right? He's doing it to protect his daughter. Like, fuck the rest of the world, multiverse, universe, whatever, right? His daughter's number one, based, absolutely fucking based. But that's not the important bit here. Um, So he goes in, he goes down. Now, once he's down all the way in, he starts splitting off because it's a probability like vortex type thing. So every possible decision he makes will create a new version, and it gets overwhelmed. And so Cassie's like, "Come back to me, right?" And now, of course, based parent loves his daughter. Will do anything for her, even damn the whole fucking multiverse, which based, but also what the fuck, dude. Anyway, um, as this is happening, the Pims, so Janet, Hope, and Hank, pop in. They come in. Hope turns into the Wasp, whoosh, flies down, um, and saves Scott. He's about to fall, and he fails to shrink the thing, and then they combine their Pim particle power thingy. It's just a bunch of little discs, and I don't know what to call them, so I'm gonna call them particle power thingy because I don't know. Anyway, he shoots it at them. They shrink it. This causes them to fall on the floor. Now, Kang shows up and he's like, give me the core." And Scott's like, where the fuck is Cassie? Where's my daughter? Right? Like, base parents, child first kind of thing. Um. Anyway, Kang just steals the core and yeets himself. Right? He also kidnaps Janet again. Well, no, not again. He kidnaps Janet. Um, then Hank's aunts all come in, right? And Hank's like, "Oh yeah, my aunts lived 1,000 years in like 10 minutes or some shit like that." And I'm like, "Bro, what the fuck?" Apparently, they created like this like utopia civilization, and oh, dude, Hank just goes for the most base of base responses. He's like, look, I know it's a charged term, but socialism. And then they get interrupted. And I'm like, dude, please, please, why? Why didn't you let him finish that sentence? Oh, he's right, though. The unfinished sentence that Hank was going for, he's right. Um, Fuck capitalism. Anyway, um, uh, where was I? Yes. Hank and the ants. So they go off to they fly off, right? The ants fix the ship and they fly off to try and find Cassie and Janet and the rest of the crew. Now, Cassie escapes her guards. They're taking her back to her cell or whatever, right? She turns one big and turns the other small, and then just runs off. And she saves Gentora, who was captured earlier. Now Gentora's plan. She's like, "Do you have a plan?" Cassie's like, "My plan was you." Gentora's plan is to free everybody and storm the tower. Okay. I mean, hey, a plan's a plan, right? Right, a plan's a plan, and hey, it works. Anyway, so they storm the thing. They send out a message: "Everybody, rebel!" And they rebel. Now Hope's like, "Oh no, they're gonna see us coming," and Scott's like, "Yes, I'm gonna make sure." He goes big, and he's like, "Kang, where?" Scott's going over protective father mode, and I love it. Based, absolutely fucking based. Anyway, he just starts laying into the area. Um, he's talking about how like your word is your bond and all of this. Um, Now, Darren, um, who has is a thing, he got turned into Modoc, which okay. Is chasing after Cassie as she's just running around. She's leading on a wild goose chase, which is the funniest thing. Now, Cassie gets cornered. As Scott is trying to prevent Kang from flying off into the sunset, achieving his goals of multiversal domination and destruction. Um, and hey, um, let's go, right? So Cassie gets big and then just beats down Darren. It's the funniest thing. He's like, dude, can you just not be a dick? Well, Darren's like, no, come back, beat me more. I'm not dead yet. And he's like, dude, just stop being a dick. It's like, just stop. Like, just choose to stop being a dick. Which, yeah, it's pretty much it. Anyway, she goes to her dad. They hug it out because they're giant Godzilla-like creatures. Um, it's fun, and they do manage to successfully break down the ship thing that Kang is in. Janet is freed. As Kang is going down, starts killing everybody. He does manage to kill off, not Quaz, Zolom. Zolom. I remember who they are by their names as I'm seeing it here. Quaz is there, and he does at one point when Gentora asks for the bridge code a little bit earlier than this. He's like, I would rather die, and Quaz is just like, this. The bridge code is, and it's just like, fuck. Anyway, so final battle. Kang is killing everyone. He manages to kill Zolom, and wait for it. Um, the so Hope, Scott, and Cassie, whose name superhero name is apparently Stature. Um, cool. I mean, she does need a superhero name. I mean, if she has one, she has one. Stature is just as good as anything else. They're fighting it out with Kang. They're starting to lose, and then old Hank comes in with an army, like a veritable like army. Like we're talking like overrun the entire fucking city levels of army of ants, and they just come in, turn the tide of battle. Kang is now losing. They surround Kang. He puts up a force field. And then Darren comes in and he's like, "My name is Darren, and I am not a dick." Boom! Slams into the force field, disabling it because it comes down. Actually, it destroys the entire force field. And then the ants eat Darren. The ants beat up. Not Darren. Darren dies, and the ants beat up Kang the Conqueror. And everyone starts to go home. Right? Janet opens up a portal. They all walk back in. Right before they can all walk back in, Scott sees Kang, pushes Cassie through. A fight breaks out. Now, as Scott's about to do a die, um, Hope comes in, shoots him multiple times with the stingers, and into the core thing. It explodes, does this weird explosion type thing, and it just sucks him in, killing him. And they hug, but unfortunately the portal's closed. Now, Cassie, on the other side, in our normal-sized world, uses her smarts to reopen the portal from their end. And so Scott's like, let's just go home. And they go home. Now Scott's doing the voiceover thing um again, and he's like, wait, didn't Kang say that he was trying to escape to stop something worse? Did I just doom us all? He's going into like this existential crisis thing while holding a cake from Baskin Robbins that his former boss um made, and apparently it's been since the 1990s, and we're currently like 2028 or some shit like that. Yeah, 5 years from now. The dates of all the movies are considered are 5 years into the future because time skip. Um, Scary. Anyway, they go to a restaurant to celebrate Cassie's birthday, but it's not her birthday. She says as much. She's like, "Yeah, I know, but I did miss a bunch." So it was like, because he kept going to prison and whatnot. So it's like, we're just gonna make up for it. Happy birthday today, maybe tomorrow too. I don't know what the fuck is. I mean, hey, look, still based, right? She's smiling and it's like, yeah, let's go. Look, whatever. They try the cake and it tastes bad because of course the guy hasn't baked a cake in 30 years. So of course it's gonna be anyway. It's like it's fine, right? Now we get the credits, the roll. Now of course we have a mid-credit scene. Mid-credit scene is Ramatut, Immortus, Scarlet Centurion, and Mr. Griffin summoning the Council of Kings. Because one of the Avengers had killed Kang the Conqueror. Oh no. And the credits continue, and end credit scene. The end credit scene is Loki and Mobius and Mobius. I'm pretty sure the M stands for Mobius. Like 99% sure the M is just Mobius. Mobius would be the perfect name. Owen Wilson. I love him. Loki and Thing are in some past, right? And Loki are in some past point of where they meet a guy named Victor Timely, who is another version of Nathaniel Richards, aka Kang, aka all the other list of people I named from the mid-credit scene. We don't know where in the past, right? Yeah, and Loki realizes, oh shit, he's a variant of that guy. Oh, according to okay, so in the comics, it's 1901. It's somewhere after 1901. But yeah, and that is the movie. Now, of course, we've gone 25 minutes, and I haven't given you guys a rating. And this is something I decided mid watching the movie. I was like, okay, this movie looks like it's gonna be this, and I will say yes, it keeps to that. Now, the reasons behind the rating, I'll give it to you, and then I'll give you the reasons. I'm gonna give this movie. I have to give this movie a 9 out of 10, simply because it's been how long since Janet was released? It's been a very long time. Enough time that they built Cassie a suit. She learned how to use it pretty much perfectly, and she went to jail at least once. You know what? Let's check. Did Janet go up into the blip? She did. Spring 2018, 2023. Yeah. Okay, so she did. Still, that doesn't excuse the fact that she's been hiding the fact that she had history in the quantum realm and that she has a dude out for her blood. She should have told him. The whole premise of this movie is based on a lie that nothing happened in the quantum realm. It was all sunshine and rainbows and roses for 30 years, when in fact, she screwed with a multiversal conqueror, screwed him over, and now he wants her dead. Which is great. It's the movie in and of itself is amazing. It's great. I love it. But the whole plot of the movie is based on a lie, one that could have been rectified off screen. Like if she had told Hope, Hank, and Scott, and then they did it like, or if she had told Hope, because Hope kept asking, because that's a point. That's one of the scenes in the movie that I more or less glossed over. Um, she like she was in trouble with the other two, with Hank and Hope, because she's been keeping secrets, and this is a big secret. Janet needed to channel her inner Tony Stark and just say the damn thing, right? Remember in Iron Man 1, he's like, I am Iron Man. Straight up. Anyway, it's a 9 out of 10. It could have been better, but it's also laying the groundwork for phase 5. Holy shit, we're out of phase 4. Oops, I did not realize that. I would have mentioned this in the last movie review of phase 4. What was the last movie in phase 4? The Multiversal Saga phase 4. Oh, the last piece of phase 4 is She-Hulk, apparently. I'm trying to find the graphic, because they usually give us a graphic. WandaVision, Multiverse of Madness, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Black Widow, Loki, Shang-Chi, Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel 2, which didn't happen, I am pretty sure. Eternals, Hawkeye, She-Hulk. Oh, the final phase floor slate. Sorry. WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Loki, Black Widow, Eternals, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man No Way Home, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Thor, Love and Thunder, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Yeah, I didn't check this. I didn't have this page open for the Wakanda Forever review, which is why I didn't know. Anyway, yeah, it lays the groundwork for phase 5, which who knows? Maybe phase 5, one of the future movies. Maybe Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, The Marvels, uh one of the other stuff, Coven of Chaos. We need to make sure I cover Agatha. Coven of Chaos. Daredevil Born Again, Disney Plus. Oh, Blade is a movie because it doesn't say Disney Plus on it. So one of the movies, Guardians of the Galaxy, The Marvels, Blade, Captain America, or Thunderbolts. Hopefully one of those ties up any issues I've. I don't know. I want to see. I want to see Janet getting yelled at in our world. For the lie, not so much in the quantum realm. She needs to find some kind of repercussion. I'm just glad she's not dead, because I had this weird feeling she was gonna die the entire movie. I was like, she's gonna die. Anyway, tell me what you guys thought of the movie down in the comment section down below. I hope none of you watched this video without watching the movie. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys next time for The Flash. And as always, stay bright. Yeah, not the movie. I'm not covering the movie. I refuse. I'll go watch it, but I'm not gonna cover it. Next movie review is Shazam. But yeah, once again, stay bright. Bye.